Hi, I'm Gil Fulbright, and the people who bankroll my political career tell me I'm running for president. So here I am.
Real, hardworking Americans are important to me, is a tagline I will be using throughout this entire campaign.
I may not be qualified to be president, but a dramatic camera angle can make me look like a president. A president with the conviction to nod, the courage to point, and the experience to cram buzzwords into everything I jobs. Ideas, policies, morals. These are things I don't need. What I need is $2 billion. Here's the part where I gloss over important issues. Issues like education and making it good, the economy, and improving it by repeating the word jobs. And blah, 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 something to get votes from women and minorities. I have a 5-step plan for making America better. Appeal to special interest billionaires and lobbyists behind closed doors, raise $2 billion, promise you earnestly that it'll be different this time, get elected, break all my promises to you, and work tirelessly for the big donors who bought my presidency. Anytime I can pull a favor for special interest, it always gives me a huge donor. And at this point in my political career, anytime I can get a donor last longer than 4 years, well. Every 4 years, Americans are faced with a critical choice. Clinton or Bush or someone else. Well, I'm Gil Fulbright, and with a big enough donor, I can be that someone else. I'm honest Gil Fulbright, and I approve of whatever my marketing team has put into this message. Oh, the Chesapeake Bay. Huh, yeah, that'd be a great landfill. Oh, you're still here? You must want a political favor. Well, no can do without a donation. Click here to chip in. Go ahead, pause the video and do it. And don't forget to subscribe here to see more of me. What's that? Radioactive? So?
No, Mr. Governor, we are not the ones who undermined your presidential campaign. We haven't endorsed any of your Republican opponents. No. We weren't the ones that said your nice guy routine was a fraud. No. Or that your anti-woman, anti-children, anti-LGBT, anti-worker agenda has continued to damage the people of this state. No. I know Wall Street thought you did a great job. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm not giving you attitude. Look. You're the one with attitude.
Come on now.
What? Who's breaking into this conversation?
We got a show to do here.
Donald? Donald who?
Oh, man.
Get off this phone.
Please.
I'm tired of you butting into our lives.
Oh, yes.
John, you handle them.
All right.
I gotta go.
All right,
I gotta go.
All
Don't
right,
call me
Mr.
again.
All right, go.
I gotta go.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mr. Governor.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
To go for the Donald. Donald, it's Arnold. Arnold. Donald. Arnold, how are you, buddy? Truly fantastic. I don't know if you heard the news, but I'm the new host of The Celebrity Apprentice. Yes, I heard. Wait, are you calling to offer me a part in Expendables 4? Because I'll tell you out and out the answer is absolutely. Absolutely, yes, I'll be in Expendables 4. No, I just need some advice on how to run the show, Donald. I mean, what can I say about The Apprentice? It helped ratings when I involved my kids, okay? Try firing celebrities with your illegitimate half-Mexican son. That is a great idea. It'd be nice to finally meet him in person. I can send that woman back to Mexico if you'd like me to do that. Cool. Let me think about it. And who knows, after The Apprentice, maybe I'll run for president. Arnold, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? You're not qualified. But I was the governor. Arnold, that means nothing, okay? Successfully hosting The Apprentice is the only barometer of presidential readiness. Okay, but then what other tips can you give me to succeed at hosting the show? Well, okay, for me, what worked perfectly was having a catchphrase, okay? I took two simple words, fired and I turned it into a multi-million-dollar cash cow for NBC at the NBC store, okay? It was on hats, t-shirts, everything. It's got to be short and punchy. So give me maybe one example of what your catchphrase might be, Arnold. Okay. Yeah, something like, your employment is ending at this time. We don't need your skills anymore. You haven't made enough charity money to stay in the game. It's not how I feel about you as a person, but it's how just the game works. And it doesn't work if I don't eliminate you because somebody has to be eliminated every week in order to boil it all down to one person. Something like that? Perfect. Okay, Arnold, in addition to having a fantastic catchphrase, you've also got to have some challenges set up for the contestants, okay? Maybe like teaching a kindergarten class, or stopping a robot apocalypse, or let's slow down, okay? What if you just have them build a wall, okay? It would save me a lot of trouble if we could get NBC to pay for the wall. Anything for you, Donald. Oh, Arnold. Donald. Arnold. Donald. Arnold. Donald. Darnold. Yes, Darnold. It's our two first names combined to make one big name. Donald. I like that. That's what they'll call us when I ask you to be my running mate. Donald, I'm flattered. But you know I'm an immigrant, right? And my papers aren't even up to date. Oh, don't you worry about that. We only care about the brown ones. Listen, Arnie, I've got to go, all right? I'm flying to the Republican debate. The helicopter is waiting. Donald, head for the chopper. Do it now. Get in the chopper.
He's an idiot.
First up in the international news, Cleveland City Council and LeBron James Production Company are developing a new sci-fi fantasy film about winning Cleveland sports teams. Word on the street is that Chief Louis Sockalexis has been signed to play the lead in the bat cleanup. Kevin Costner is featured as the gutsy minor leaguer who goes on to become the devoted general manager struggling against the curse of the Wahoo. Spoiler alert. Track stars Wilma Rudolph and Stella Walsh find love on the base paths in this gender-bending soon-to-be classic.
In health news, we have a special vaginal report now.
Oh, I'm a busy woman with a lot on my plate. And I'm a Republican.
I need a government that can move with the times. And I am a Republican.
What do real Republican women want from their government?
I don't want government in my banks.
I don't want government in my classrooms.
Where do I want government? In my vagina.
In my vagina.
Way, way deep, up there in my vagina.
In my mother's vagina.
In my daughter's vagina.
In my great-grandmother's vagina.
My right to choose? What about my right to choose to not have a choice?
Being a woman means having a vagina, but it doesn't mean we want to have control of it.
They're gushy and they secrete things. Have you ever really looked at it? It looks like an unshaven clown.
They're actually kind of scary. They're like a black hole. Like a massive black hole that lures thousands of stars into its unrelenting gravitational pull. No, not 1,000. Just one. Sorry, I messed that up. It was 1 star. It lures 1 star.
Joey, you can't have a cookie before dinner. Look, I make big decisions all day. And now the Democrats want me to make even more?
I could have the government provide access to affordable birth control, decide when I want to get pregnant, do tests on the fetus to make sure it's healthy, and then have a baby.
Or the government could restrict birth control, up my chances of getting pregnant with an unwanted child,
forcing me to have an invasive vaginal ultrasound with no diagnostic purpose,
scare me into refusing tests that they say more often than not end in abortion,
and then have a baby. It's just easier.
Who are you gonna listen to? Your doctor?
Or a Republican?
Don't you want someone like your dad in your vagina? I do.
I do.
I'd love to have my dad involved in my vagina.
And luckily, during rape and incest, my omnipotent vagina knows it's wrong and secretes a hormone to keep me from getting pregnant. We all win.
Let the Oval Office take care of your Oval Office.
Open up your legs and let the government in.
Paid for by the Real Republican, Real Women of Real America.
As many of you know, the city has completed its multi-million-dollar renovation of Public Square, just in time for the Republican convention. And LibRew Update has exclusive footage of the amazing new square. The theme of the renovation is Cleveland of Tomorrow.
Hillary Clinton has signed a $10 billion 5-speech deal to speak before the Rockefeller family, Andrew Carnegie, Warren Buffett, Gordon Gekko, and the lead character in There Will Be Blood. She assures us that this will not influence her decisions regarding taxes and regulations on the rich.
Watching. My straw.
And now the film you've all been waiting for, There Will Be Blood 2, The Donald Years, starring Daniel Day-Lewis as Donald Trump, John Goodman as his sidekick Chris Christie. Meryl Streep gives an Academy Award performance in her role as Sarah Palin. This exciting film will be in theaters the first week of November. Don't miss it.
Milkshake. I drink it up.
Don't bully me, Daniel.
If Bernie Sanders does not become president this year, he has a new show in rehearsal right now. LibRew's crack reporters have secret tapes, or video, or whatever they record on these days.
That the top 1/10 of 1% in this country own almost 90%, own almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%.
What is that?
A rigged economy that 57% of all new income is going to the top 1%.
Right here in this little apartment?
And I think we should look to countries like Denmark, like Sweden, and Norway, and learn from what they have accomplished for their working people.
A few months ago, we were supposed to hate Mexicans, and he thinks they're all criminals or rapists. Now we're supposed to hate Muslims, and that kind of crap is not going to work in the United States of America.
Not at all.
Come on, tell me what happened.
We need to combat institutional racism from top to bottom, and we need major reforms in a broken criminal justice system, and I intend to tackle that issue to make sure that our people have education and jobs rather than jail cells.
Boys are sick.
As I went walking that ribbon of highway.
Hi, this is Hillary Clinton, and I am running for president. Hello? Who's this?
If people attack me and distort my record, we will respond.
Stay tuned for the new original HBO Showtime Amazon production, Police Academy 43, starring George Kennedy as the captain and O.J. Simpson as the beloved sergeant, with a special guest appearance by George Lopez as Stand Your Ground champion George Zimmerman. Laugh along with Leslie Nielsen and the gang as they mistakenly tear gas the Trump motorcade and taser Pope Francis for resisting arrest. Don't miss this raucous laugh riot, 9 p.m. Central, 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time.
As part of the special Cleveland premiere, a gun that Mr. Zimmerman has held and rubbed under his armpit will be auctioned off to help create a fund for the city to pay off citizen wrongful death suits.
This just in. The new sewage pump station, which is part of the sewer district's $3 billion plan to reduce the amount of sewage entering our local waterways, will be temporarily specially connected to the Q and the Cleveland Convention Center during the week of the Republican National Convention, in an effort to manage the crap flowing from these facilities.
It doesn't look like there will be much room for Ted Cruz at the convention. LibRew's cracked reporters have found out the real reason why this noble politician was forced to withdraw from the race. Here is that secret footage.
I'd like to stick garden gnomes in this building.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Oh, hi. Death will find you soon. Not sure you'll be remembered. You're the devil. A little boy has like 1,000 freckles, and everybody's all ooh, like there's goobers on his bod. I'm done listening.
You know, Ted's always kind of freaky. He eats hair, human hair. He's the first one to say, let's go out and eat hair.
It's wonderful now and again.
See?
Hair. If there's one thing our country doesn't need more of, it's goose diarrhea. I heard you got orange rugs here.
That's a lie.
Hey, could you cut me a rug here?
A rug?
Yeah, an orange one.
No, we don't make them.
I know. This one's a classic. Jordan the Centipede taught me a card trick. Thank you. You got happy cheer. Ooh, look. I went down to the summer camp and took a can of gasoline.
Don't light the cabins on fire.
I wish I couldn't, but it's too late.
Oh, doesn't that mean you go to jail?
No, because I ran away. You know what? I just love to twerk. Holla, 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 holla. I've been testing out some new campaign slogans that are a little less obvious. I need a bogle for the glotch. Stop volution. Your face isn't my face. That old man just took your spork. If you want boyfriend time, then you must be a girlfriend. I hate pervy records. I want to use that. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. I made a hole and then barfed on the beach. This great nation's like a pork pie. Juicy America. Gabe? Hey, who hates cigarettes?
I do.
Hooray for you. You know, originally Heidi wanted to marry a different fella. She wanted Herbert Spinecki.
Yeah, he was into football. Herbert was beautiful. He was just always very open and sensuous with me, you know? Like on the weekend, he'd bring fruit and lay by the fire with me and tell me I looked like a French model.
What? Why did you even tell them that?
Yeah, he's still a really close friend, the Spinecki.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's in the kitchen right now.
Wait, he's here?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean? Yeah, whatever. At least I know she's mine. I don't want to ask who the baby daddy. I know it's him. I need a bogle for the glotch.
Ted's running mate also fell from grace in her own way. She's down. She's up. She's down. She's up.
Speaking of down for the count, the greatest shuffled off his mortal coil not long ago.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. He think he will, but I know he won't.
Here's some entertainment that Paul Ryan is considering for the convention.
When they test a rat for cancer, they put a cell in a petri dish. And if that cell becomes grotesque and misshapen, they tell the rat, well, make a wish. But they learn a lot about the human population from that one cell, from that one rat. And I think about Donald Trump when I hear about that. There's a giant flaming gas ball coming at us from outer space, and it's belching clouds of poisonous sulfur generally stinking up the place. And it's like the headlight of an oncoming apocalypse you just can't stop looking at. And I think about Donald Trump when I hear about that. When I hear about Narcissus, I think about Mrs. Narcissus. Poor thing, drowning in bling and tears. Can you just imagine living with that guy for 4 long years? When they studied howler monkeys with their deafening monkey calls, they discovered an inverse correlation to the size of the monkey's ball. It's true. And I heard that Hitler had a similar affliction. I haven't given any thought to that, but I think about Donald Trump. I try not to, but I think about Donald Trump. I just got to think about Donald Trump when I hear about the Hindenburg.
Hey, I'm here in Cleveland at the Republican Convention. Thanks to winning on Dialing for Dollars. Thank you very much. I'm having so much fun here in Cleveland. I don't know who I'm supporting. Who cares? I'm having so much fun. I know it's Republicans and Cleveland. Yay. You can't really see that you're manipulating sister. Okay. Oh, we're still rolling. We're still rolling.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. Cut it out! Cut it out! I'm talking here. Hey! I'm here as a delegate to testify. And I think it's time that we put a plank in the Republican platform that says we will not allow godless Democrats into the same public restrooms as God-fearing Republicans now use. You know, that's a dangerous thing. If you just think about it for a minute. To mix those kinds of people with us in our most private, special things that we do in public restrooms is a sin, and it should be stopped. And so I am fighting for this progressive, conservative, standard people's rights plank, and I hope that you'll all support it too.
I come here to this convention to support the Donald. They said he could never win, that he was a part of a reality TV show. I say he's as real as UFOs. And I want to stop this alien invasion, and Donald can build a wall. He can come to my planet. We have no building codes. He can build a wall across the universe and stop this alien invasion.
Hi, I'm here as a medical professional, and I just wanted to say how happy I am that Ben Carson is going to be the nominee. You know, he's the right man for the job at the right time with the right background. And, you know, we need somebody with the kinds of hands he has to lead this country. You know, he'll be able to get in there and, you know, just get into the organs of our society and work with them so that we'll be able to reshape the reality of America.